Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret weapon that's completely changing the game on YouTube. We're talking about Kling AI. And trust me, by the end of this, you'll have the exact roadmap to create some incredible Hollywood-quality videos without ever having to show your face. All right, let's dive in.
I mean, it sounds kind of impossible, right? You see these channels, they've got millions of views. The visuals are just stunning. And you're thinking, they must have a massive team, a huge budget. But what if I told you it's usually just one person, a computer, and one really, really powerful AI tool? Yeah, this is the new reality.
And we are not talking about pocket change here. Get this. There's a Faceless channel called Digital Dreamscape. They made a single video, just one, about ancient civilizations. And that video, it generated an estimated $15,000 in ad revenue. And the most insane part? The whole thing was created in less than 4 hours, all using Kling AI.
So let's be clear. This isn't just another passing trend. This is probably the biggest shift in how we create content since the smartphone camera came along. We're literally watching a complete overhaul of how professional content gets made, and Kling AI, well, it's leading the charge. Just think about the old way of doing things. The traditional path was brutal. You needed all this expensive gear, you had to have this magnetic on-camera charisma, and it took months of planning. But now we have the AI path. All you need is a computer, the right knowledge, and just a few hours of focused work. It's a total game changer.
And that's the key takeaway here. All those massive barriers to entry, the things that stop so many talented people from even trying to start, poof, they're gone. AI is completely leveling the playing field, and it's opening up creative doors that we couldn't have even imagined a couple of years ago.
All right, so let's get into the weeds of the tool itself. What actually makes Kling AI so different from all the other AI video generators popping up? Let's take a look at what's setting this new standard.
You know how most AI video tools give you these awkward clips where things kind of float or the light hits objects in a really unnatural way? Well, Kling AI has basically cracked that code. It has a foundational understanding of physics, and that means objects actually have weight, light reflects realistically, and motion is fluid and smooth. This is what completely shatters that uncanny valley feeling and gives its output a cinematic quality that can seriously pass for professional work.
Now, what's so fascinating about this idea is that you're not just, typing commands into a machine. The AI gets it. It understands narrative structure, visual storytelling. You're basically working with a creative partner that has the baked-in knowledge of a seasoned film director.
But here's the thing. Having this incredible tool doesn't mean anything if you don't know how to wield it. Success, and I mean real success, comes down to one critical skill: prompt engineering. This is how you go from making digital junk to crafting viral masterpieces.
And this right here illustrates the difference perfectly. A basic prompt like a person walking in a forest, well, it gives you a generic, totally forgettable clip. But a professional prompt, that's where you specify the shot, the lighting, the mood, the camera movement. You're not just describing a scene, you're directing it.
So what actually goes into that professional prompt? You have to start thinking like a cinematographer. You specify the shot type, the camera movement, something like a slow dolly zoom. You define the lighting and the color. Maybe you want a warm orange and teal color palette. And you establish the entire atmosphere and mood, mysterious and contemplative. That level of detail, that's everything.
Okay, so you've mastered the tool, you can create these beautiful shots. Now, let's talk strategy. How do you actually turn this skill into a successful, scalable, and, profitable YouTube channel?
So, as you can see from the data, a few key areas are just dominating right now. The biggest slice of the pie, at a whopping 40%, is educational content, especially when it's disguised as entertainment. Think visually stunning history explainers, storytelling channels, and tutorials also make up a huge chunk of what's working. The common thread here? It's using AI to make learning and storytelling more visually engaging than ever before.
And this right here is probably the most important takeaway of all. The AI gets you in the door, sure, but it's not what keeps people watching. So, for example, instead of a dry video on Roman aqueducts, a top channel creates this visually stunning journey following a single drop of water from the mountains all the way to the city, showing off the engineering marvels from that unique perspective. That is the emotional connection that the AI enables. The tech is just there to execute your creative vision.
Now, to do this consistently, you need a system. Start by creating prompt libraries and get specific. Have a master document with prompts categorized by shot type. Epic establishing shots, intense close-ups, smooth tracking shots, so you can build your scenes like you're playing with Lego blocks.
Batch process your clips overnight. Organize all your best generations into a personal stock footage folder. This kind of efficiency is what makes your channel not just a hobby, but profitable and scalable.
And speaking of profit, don't just stop at YouTube ads. The smartest creators are diversifying. They're getting sponsorships, they're using affiliate marketing, and here's the real pro move, they're licensing their best AI-generated footage. Think about it. Architectural firms might license stunning fly-throughs of ancient buildings for their presentations. Educational companies might buy your clips for their courses. You're not just building a channel anymore. You're building a digital asset production house.
So, you've got the knowledge, you've got the strategy, now what? Let's break this down into a simple, actionable plan that you can use to get started on your own faceless empire, like right now.
Here it is, plain and simple. First, know your audience and your niche inside and out. Second, dedicate real, serious time to mastering prompt engineering. Third, build yourself a consistent workflow for rapid creation and improvement. And fourth, always focus on the story and the value you are giving to your audience.
So, the crucial point to remember through all of this is simple. The AI is your superpower, but you are still the superhero. It doesn't replace your ideas or your vision. It just gives you the unbelievable ability to bring them to life in ways that were, until now, pretty much impossible.
The question isn't if this is going to transform content creation, it already is. It's happening right now. The only question left is, what role are you going to play? Your faceless YouTube empire is out there, waiting.